Hey, it's Jim, QC Hemp 420 channel. OIF Eagle is having an Everybody Wins giveaway. He just wanted to know more about the fellow YouTubers, and he wanted to know about their hobbies and other interests. Some of the things I like to do, I started collecting beer cans back when I was in grade school. We used to dumpster dive local taverns and come up with all different kinds of beer cans. So I got a nice collection of beer cans over the years, so if any of you folks out there got some cool ones that you want to get rid of, you can always send them my way. That's the other things I like to do. I'm interested in astronomy. I've enjoyed viewing a number of astronomy events. We had a couple of them just this year alone. Got to watch the transit of Venus. Took pictures of that, and I saw the transit of Venus 8 years earlier. Those are events that won't happen again for another 100 and some years, so I wanted to make sure my son had a chance to check that out, and looking forward to several comets that we're going to get to see this year in 2013. So I've enjoyed astronomy, and that's the other things I like to do. I like to mess around in the workshop a little bit, just kind of fooling around, trying to make a punch to make gas checks. They're getting hard to get, plus they're expensive, so it's one of the other things I like to do, mess around in the workshop. I've aired material on public access TV for 19 years now. I had the same slot. That's every Monday night at 10 Central Time here in the Quad Cities on Mediacom 19. Let's see, the other things I like to do is, I guess my main hobby is political activism. Just want to get out there and raise some hell and make some changes. I guess I started off with, in the late 1970s, I was one of the founding members of the Iowa State University chapter of NORML. In the early 2000s, I became director of the Iowa State chapter of NORML. We did that for 9 years. Had to sue the city of Davenport for my First Amendment right to pass out flyers. They have this big festival honoring local jazz musician Bix Beiderbecke, and I was passing out a flyer that talked about how Bix Beiderbecke was a cannabis user, and he was not violating the law at that time. And apparently some of the people that run the festival didn't like the idea of having their hero have it be known that he was a cannabis user, so they tried to arrest me, and I had to sue him in federal court, and I prevailed. That's the other things we've done. I've participated in the Republican Party for about 20 years. I've served on a number of committees, and I've attended most of the conventions as a delegate. I've helped out with Ron Paul campaign in 2007. We got people up to the Iowa straw poll, and we did it again in 2011. Got Ron Paul supporters to the Iowa straw poll. I think the Ron Paul camp, we did really well here in Iowa. We were training up delegates and getting them seated, and we got 22 out of was it 26 or 28 delegates at National Convention voted for Ron Paul. So we did real well with that. After the 2008 Ron Paul campaign, we participated in a local group called superliberty.com, and we covered a variety of liberty type interests. I think the main one we've been doing is the fully informed jury, where we've been flyering the courthouse on the days that they impanel juries. We pass out these flyers that tell the jury about how they have the right to vote their conscience, in addition to weighing the facts of the law. That met a little bit of resistance at first, but I think they got used to it. So that was one of the projects that Super Liberty has done. Right now we're challenging secret courts. They don't want any cell phones or cameras allowed in the courthouse. So that's a current project that's underway, and the next one is trying to get fluoride out of the city drinking water. So participating in superliberty.com has been a lot of fun. One thing we've done was the tyranny response team, which is a good time since we have all these presidential candidates coming to Iowa. The ones that we didn't feel supported liberty issues, we'd show up at their rallies maybe about 10 minutes before the speaker had arrived, and we'd pass all kinds of flyers that would say this candidate would not make a good president, and you get in there, you pass out all these flyers to all these people, and then you get out of there before the campaign. People recognize what you're doing, but that's always kind of fun. Tyranny Response Team. Something else I've done is I participated in the Continental Congress 2009 as a delegate for the state of Iowa. We had liberty leaders from all over the country come together, and we looked at petition for redress of grievance and how the government is ignoring the Constitution, and we created a document called the Articles of Freedom that outlined 16 violations of the Constitution, and we offered remedies, civic actions that could be done on the state and the federal level. A number of those civic actions have already kind of gone into place. We're getting a number of states that are having their own banks, and of course the Second Amendment issue is really strong right now, and when we passed our Second Amendment resolution, I thought if we had firearms there at the convention, we'd be poking holes in the ceiling. Everybody was so excited about that. But check out Continental Congress 2009 and the Articles of Freedom document.
We will now have a reading of the preamble to the Articles of Freedom, read by James Getman, who was a delegate at Continental Congress, and James is from Bluegrass, Iowa.
The Declaration and Resolves of Continental Congress 2009. In defense of a free people, the time has come to reassert our God-given natural rights and cast off tyranny. Let the facts reveal. The federal government of the United States of America was instituted to secure the individual rights of our citizens, and instead now threatens our life, liberty, and property through usurpations of the Constitution. Emboldened by our own lack of responsibility and due diligence in these matters, government has exceeded its mandate and abandoned those founding principles which have made our nation exceptional. Our servant government has undertaken these unconstitutional actions in direct violation of their enumerated duties to the detriment of the people's liberty and to the sovereignty of our republic. Over many years and spanning multiple political administrations, the people who have, in good conscience, attempted to deliberate our grievances and voice our dissent against those offensive actions through both petition and assembly have been maligned and ignored with contempt. The people of the following states of Alabama, justly alarmed at these arbitrary and unconstitutional actions, have met as citizen delegates and sat in General Congress in the city of St. Charles, Illinois, whereupon we as these citizen delegates have gathered in defense of divine justice, liberty, and the principles of limited government, now stand in clear recognition of the supreme law of the land, the Constitution for the United States of America. Therefore, we demand that government immediately reestablish constitutional rule of law, lest the people be forced to do so themselves, and we hereby serve notice that in defense of freedom and liberty there shall be no compromise to which we shall ever yield. 21st November 2009. I got something in the mail today. It's from Midwest Middle Class. I thought he was going to send me a sticker, but we're going to find out what it is here. We'll open her up. OIF Eagle, they have those live chats on YouTube, and I've really enjoyed tuning into those. So let's see, what did we get here from Midwest Middle Class? Let's see. He sent me this little vinyl here. It says the hardest part about a zombie apocalypse will be pretending I'm not excited. And what else did we get? Oh, a nice Glock sticker. Alright, I know it's kind of hard to see it though. When you peel it off, it'll be looks like a white sticker on a clear background. So thank you very much, Midwest Middle Class, for sending that to me. I've got a shout out. Pre-Dawn Death Channel. I heard about him from Tadpole last night or the night before, and I went ahead and subscribed to him. He's got a lot of cool stuff. one of the fun videos on his featured page is Shotgun Pool. So you want to check out Pre-Dawn Death Shotgun Pool. That's a lot of fun. So there's a new channel that I just discovered. There's so many channels. I subscribe to like about 300 of them. So all you guys are doing a good job, having a lot of fun, kind of razzing each other and everything. You know, you guys out there in New Jersey making fun of E-Balmy and people making fun of Yankee Marshall and everything. Yeah, Yankee Marshall's a really good guy. He's really bright, and you'll learn a lot listening to him. So I want to thank OIF Eagle for having this contest and hosting the live chats. It's a lot of fun. You know, the topics always kind of change, and he and the other guys participating in the live chats, you know, are giving stuff away. So I really appreciate Midwest Middle Class sending me the stickers. I'll pass the sticker on to my nephew Justin, since he enjoys his Glock 17. I gave Justin a t-shirt that says "Suck my Glock," so he got a kick out of that. So anyway, thanks again, OIF Eagle, for having the contest, and all you folks out there on YouTube, I wish you well, and remember, we got to defend the Second Amendment, the Constitution, and long live the Republic.